Elegance, comfort, and design are synonymous with quality at Arcos Hermanos. Let's see how we can best use our Arcos knives to enjoy and make the most of the flavor of a leg of ham, or jamón as it's called in Spanish. It's very important to use high-quality knives when cutting a leg of ham. A wide-bladed chef's knife with a narrow tip is needed to remove the rind and the outer layer of fat from the leg. Also, a ham slicing long and flexible is used in order to cut the ham into thin slices, and a deboning knife which is narrow to easily separate the meat from the bone. The ham holder has to be firm and steady to secure the piece of ham in place, and the sharpening is used to sharpen the knives during the cutting process, and completes any set for the professional cook as much as the home user. At Arcos Hermanos, we always recommend using a specific knife for each task. It's necessary to prepare and trim the leg before cutting. The deboning knife is useful for the initial cut and for removing the hard crust found on the inner part of the leg. To remove the outer fat, the skin, and the natural mold layers found on the cured ham, we will use the Arcos wide-bladed chef's knife. This is only partially removed if the ham is to be consumed in several weeks, or totally removed if the whole leg is going to be consumed that same day. The first step in the cutting process is to secure the leg firmly in the ham stand. The stand should have a solid base to keep the leg from moving during cutting. The ham holder should also be placed at a suitable height and position so the ham can be comfortably sliced. If the entire leg has to be consumed the same day, begin slicing at the most succulent and juicy portion, which is the thickest end, or matha, by mounting the leg in the holder with the hoof facing up. If not, it's better to start with the more narrow end, or babilla, the part that is most cured. To cut the slices, we will use the long and flexible Arcos ham slicing knife. Although this may look complicated, it's quite easy if we follow the next steps. The blade must lean firmly and the cut should be as straight as possible, trying to even out the whole surface. When we reach the hip bone, we must cut in deeply around it to cut new slices. The slices must be small and fine, almost transparent. To do so, we only need to cut lightly without pressing too hard. Arcos knives have special blades that ensure cutting performance and other mechanisms which make it easier for the users to get the job done. Microscopic holes keep the slices from sticking to the blade when cutting. Ergonomically designed handles and the curve of the edge of the blade also make the knives easier to use. At Arcos Hermanos, we guarantee durability and precision. However, with heavy use, the edge of any blade may become dull. If you notice that your ham cutlets are not fine and clean, we recommend using an Arcos sharpening steel to sharpen your knives. Hold the steel in one hand and the knife in the other while placing the knife blade approximately 15 to 20 degrees. Pull the knife down and stroke it across the steel in a slight arc. Stroke the knife 5 to 10 times, alternating to the left and right side of the blade. This will maintain the edge of the blade and keep it razor sharp. When we see the femur, it's possible to make an easier cut if we lean the blade of the knife slightly. Once we finish this side of the leg, we turn the ham over and continue slicing it by following the same steps as before. Using the deboning knife and cutting in the proper places, the whole leg can be used. Chunks of ham and the bone itself will give soups and stews an amazing flavor. Arcos knives are chosen by world-class chefs. and have been the kitchen product that the most discriminating consumers choose year after year. More than 130 years of knife-making history defines Arcos Hermanos the leader in the knife industry. Arcos, since 1875, passion for precision.